Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Been a little while again. Hope you're all doing well. Down here it's, as you can probably see just outside this little conservatory, it's chucking down. It's just come on, really heavy. Cornwall's quite a wet county I've found since I've been down here. I think it's being surrounded by sea on three sides. Makes it a very wet place. Anyway, yeah, since last time, it's a bit of a familiar line with me. I've not actually got much done, but my wife's on a major, bedroom decorating kick at the moment. So all my weekends lately have been taking up arsing around doing that. So I've not got a great deal done, which is quite frustrating, I find, because it feels like you're at work. You know, it's the weekend, but you're still doing stuff you don't want to do. So getting a bit fed up with it. She's just gone out for a few hours, so I thought I'd do this video. And if I get a chance, do a bit of hobbying. But yeah, so not a massive amount done, but continuing with the first Boer War stuff, and this is actually a first company. This is the 58th. Got black facings. You know what passes for facings. It's only like a little bit on the cuffs and a bit on the collar. There'll be 5 of these, so yeah, it'll be a company of, not a company, what would you call it? Mine's gone. Won't be anything, it'll just be several companies, because that's all it was. There were 5 companies at this battle, Laing's Neck. So yeah, there'll be 60 of these. This is a mixture of Perry and Empress. Bring them slightly closer. Yeah, the ones at the front are Empress. Yeah, I bought a few packs of kneeling figures because this is basically made up mostly of Perry plastics, and they're all sort of standing poses. So I wanted some kneeling. I mean, I could have bought the Perry ones, but I happened to be buying some Empress, I think it was Dragoons, so I thought I'd get some of the kneeling figures while I was at it. So yeah, kneeling figures are Perry, Empress. So is this bloke on the end here, they do a couple of command packs, so I thought I'd use him. At the back there, the left and right figures are Perry plastics. The middle one is a metal in shirt sleeves. That's that half. On the other half, similar arrangement. 2 kneeling ones are Empress. He's another Empress from the command pack. Bit fuzzy focus there, but. And then again, 2 plastic Perrys and a metal Perry in shirt sleeves. And I thought we'd do them on these skirmishy type bases because Lang's Neck, well, all the scraps with the Boers seem to degenerate into just random groups of people firing and running away. So I thought rather than the square regimented movement trays, go for these. Thought it'd be a bit more suited. It wasn't, it wasn't like the standard rank and file kneeling and shooting. It was just, skirmish, large skirmish. It seemed to degenerate into. So that's those 2. That's the first company. I've I'm 3/4 of the way through the second company actually. Again, they're well, this time these are all metal Perrys. Again, 2 metals in shirt sleeves. This time I've done them in grey shirts, and I've used the same colour that I used for the Sudan British when they're wearing a grey, and that's it's a Foundry Triad British Gun Grey, so I've used that for the shirts. These 2 are actually a metal Perry command. Well, they're not command. They've got a couple of packs of Rorke's Drift Heroes, and this is from one of those packs. I bought 2 packs of each. The second pack is not so much command. They'll be better as casualty markers, because it's mostly like, you know, blokes holding other blokes up sort of thing, and surgeon type characters. So I thought they'd be better for casualty markers. But this pack, I think they're all 6 of these in it are quite useful for, you know, command figures. There's your proper commander in the all dark blue. Not sure who he is meant to be. I don't know if he's meant to be Hook or someone like that. But I thought, yeah, wounded officer type would do well, because there was a lot of them getting wounded fighting the Boers. And then again, metal. I like the shirt sleeves. Look, it's good, and it's quite appropriate for this theatre, because apparently they were a bit ragtag. I mean, I've seen pictures of them and they look like bloody ragged Confederates, the right state they're in, some of the uniforms. But yeah, a lot of them just ended up running around in shirts. So yeah, that's those 4. I've already got 4 of the Perry plastics ready and painted. So I've just got 4 Empress kneeling figures to do, and that's another company of 12. So that'll be the second company for the 58th. Then the other stuff I've done is kind of sort of tester things. There was a Naval Brigade element to the Laing's Neck battle. Now these are actually Empress Naval Brigade, but pictures I've seen showed them wearing these service helmets. So I bought duplicates, like 2 lots of the Empress Naval, because I wanted one set that I could keep as, you know, as they came. But for one set I've been cutting the heads off, because they're wearing like sailors' caps and Senate hats. So I've been cutting the heads off and using Perry plastic heads for these service helmets. Some of them are from the British Zulu War box sets, and some are from the later ones, the sort of Afghanistan set. Some of them have got, like, you know, covered helmets, and some haven't, and it seemed to be that way in the illustrations I've seen. Worked out alright as well. I thought it was going to be a bit tricky, but it's bloody easy, to be honest, even for the ones where you got to try and have them sighting down the gun. You sort of have to cut the original, the face is sort of slightly joined to the gun, you know, the metal, so you just sort of have to cut it away, but it was nothing like a problem I thought it would be. And for the colours I've used Foundry Triad British Royal Navy Blue. So they turned out, I was quite happy with how they came out. You know, I thought they were going to be a bit of an arse to do, but they're really simple, to be honest. I mean, once you cut the heads off, obviously you've got a flat surface, and these heads have got a ball joint, so I just got the biggest, got pin vise, and I just found the biggest bit on there and just sort of chimbled away a a hollow into the flat surface, and it fit pretty well. Yeah, I was happy with how those came out. There's going to be 2 groups of 12 of these, so I thought I'd just do. I just wanted to test this, see how the heads went first. So focus. Yeah, so there'll be 24 of those in the end. I might keep some with like Senate hats on, because I know that. Why aren't you focusing? Because I know they did wear them. Well, they wore them in the Zulu War, so Boer War was only just around about the same time. So yeah, I don't know. I quite like them in these service helmets though, so I think I might save all the Senate ones for Zulu War. But yeah, so that's some of the Naval Brigade. And again, some testers. These are Empress Dragoon Guards. Just done the 3 for now. Quite happy with those. For the red coats, I'm using focus. Using a Foundry Triad again, British red coat. You're not having it, are you? For some reason. Yeah, Foundry Triad for the. What are we going on today? Yeah, Foundry Triad, red coat Triad for the tunics. For the horses, I'm using Foundry Triads as well. That's the Bay Brown. Quite a lot of gear on these. It's almost like, well, it's very much like painting Napoleonic cavalry. All the bits and bobs they got on them. But yeah, like them. So that's Empress. This is going to be for the. They had Dragoon Guards and Mounted Infantry. So I've got 8 Dragoon Guards, and then I want 2 lots of 8 to represent the mounted versions of the 58th and the 60th. For those, I'm going to use Perry. Well, no, I'm going to use Perry and Empress. The only thing is about the mounted infantry, they're all in like static poses, which I'm not happy about. I did toy with buying Perry Lancers and using their charging horses and just putting obviously the riders on charging horses, but that's a lot of expense just to get mounted infantry to look more chargy. You know, you're paying double the bloody. I mean, metal cavalry is not cheap anyway. So I think I've abandoned that idea. I mean, I'm going to have Lancers eventually for the Zulu War, but at the moment I'm just trying to concentrate on getting this stuff for this Boer War, which means just buying what I need really. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, nice figures, Empress. Yeah, a lot of gear on him. So that's where I am at the moment with Boer War. It may surprise you to learn that I've got distracted from that. I'm distracted by this from American War of Independence. I've still got, which I still intend to pursue because I do like that. It's really good. I'm enjoying those Hessians, but at the moment I'm just trying to get a few bits out of the system. A new thing is back to World War II. I have got Italian heritage. And Warlord obviously brought out a nice set of Italian infantry last year. I've been looking at them, since they came out. I wanted them, and I thought, well, finally, I don't know what set me off. I must have just started thinking about their figures, and I hadn't done any World War II stuff for ages. So I bought their Bersaglieri Starter Army box set and a few other bits to go with it. I basically had a look online and found out what the composition of a company was, and I think I've gone for sort of 1-to-1 scale. I've got everything for a Bersaglieri company, apart from the vehicles. I need some trucks, which I'll come to in a minute. But yeah, I think I've got everything for it. So I got the box set, and I bought some extra bits. What I am actually lacking, but I'm going to get next payday, are anti-tank guns. But yeah, I think I've got everything else. You get support groups with the plastic box set. You get the metal support groups in there. But I bought another one of them. I also bought I think they're called Gustadori or something like that. It's I should know, I'm Italian, don't know a bloody word of it. But it's basically the combat engineers. I bought a couple of boxes of those from Whaling Games because they're quite cheap and they're nice figures. Not actually part of the company, but I thought they'd come in handy for something. Obviously you have combat engineers with most units. So I bought a couple of packs of those. They're nice figures. I've just got them undercoated. I also bought you get in the starter box set, you get a anti-aircraft gun, which they actually used as anti-tank. So, I was looking through this company structure thing, and they've got medium anti-tank platoons and heavy anti-tank platoons. It seems the medium ones used the AA gun, whereas the heavy ones used the I think it was the Elefantino. So that's the anti-tank guns I want to get next. I'm going to get next week, hopefully. But I've not got on to painting them. I've got them assembled and undercoated. I've basically gone and I'm assembling like a squad of each platoon. There'll be like 3 squads of each. I mean, there's about four or five different platoons. With each one's got 3 squads in it plus the commands. So I'm just doing 1 squad of each at the minute, just to sort of get my hand in, sort of thing, and see how I get on painting various different aspects, because I've not done any kind of World War II artillery. I've only ever done one bloody form of artillery at all, ever. That was an ACW one. But yeah, so this is like I'm going to be trying to do this Boer War and AWI all together in the limited time I'm seeming to get at the moment. But yeah, these are the plastic Bersaglieri from Warlord. Very nice. Really good. I watched a comparison video between these and the War Games Atlantic ones, and the War Games Atlantic ones got completely slated. Put me off buying them. It says the heads were rubbish, which when you look at the heads of these compared to the War Games Atlantic ones, it's correct. The heads on these are much better. They're a lot more accurate, like the feathers and everything. So yeah, it put me off the War Games Atlantic. But then I thought, well, with these box sets, you get, I think it's about 30 figures in each, and you get 30 of these heads, the helmets, and 30 of the tropical helmets. But obviously you can use normal helmets for tropical if you want. So basically you'll have 30 heads left over. So I have just ordered one box of the War Games Atlantic Italians, and I'm going to see how the heads from these fit on those. And if it works, that'll be like, you know, a bit of variety then, because you know, I've got different poses, and you've got a couple on these frames. You only get one kneeling, and I like to have a bit more than that. With the War Games Atlantic ones, you get 2 kneeling. So yeah, and different firing poses as well. I mean, the Warlord ones are more action, sort of, you know, running about kind of thing. Whereas the War Games Atlantic one's got a bit more of a static firing poses. So if it works, it'll be, you know, a nice sort of mix of figures. I don't know how they're going to compare in size. Hopefully it won't be too different. Yeah, I mean, I painted these as a tester, and I've now just got a book, an Osprey book, showing them in this tropical uniform. And well, I went by like online guides and on Warlord sort of guides as well, and they all go for this sort of desert yellowy look. But looking at the Osprey books, they're more of a form of khaki, possibly a bit of a yellowish tinge about them maybe. So now I'm not sure about these two. I've got a few more assembled. I'm gonna look through my paints and see what I can come up with. Anything a bit more like it. Yeah, I mean these look quite nice, but it's annoying me now that they look a lot different to what I think they should have looked. I mean, I might end up just going with these because yeah, they look alright, look quite nice. But if I can find something a bit more, I'll basically see if I can find one that looks a bit more like the colour, and then I'll see how they look. You know, see which I like the look of best, really. Yeah, I mean they're quite nice anyway. Not bad colour. That's desert yellow. Vallejo desert yellow on there basically, and then I think that's US tan for the puttees, and water bottle, and then just like leather brown for the equipment. Yeah, so I'm going to do a couple of testers in other colours and then see what I like. The thing is, I'll have to bloody paint over these again then, wouldn't I? But yeah, the other thing I'm lacking is vehicles. Trucks basically. There's the the HQ platoon has got 7 trucks, sort of 3 heavies and 4 medium trucks. So I've been looking around online for them, but quite expensive. Warlord do nice ones, but they're like, you know, about 25 quid. Not paying that to get 7 trucks. But so I looked around and I found a company called Anyscale Models. They do quite a lot of stuff, all resin type things, and they do a lot of accessories, things like jerry cans and ammo boxes, ammo tins, all sorts of stuff. They do it in different scales, like 28mm, 172, HO, whatever it is. But they do some trucks, Italian ones. These are Fiat, can't remember what it's called, CRO or something like that, Lancia, something like that. Just 3 resin parts basically. And when you just obviously assemble it, but slide together, I reckon painting that's going to be fine. I think it's only about 13 quid. A bit more affordable than than having to pay like twice that. So I'm hoping they do another one. It's more of a troop transport rather than actual trucks, but I might get a couple of them. They're like, properly armoured type trucks. I might get like a couple of those, but basically have mostly these. This company also does like loads you can put in there, so I'll get like ammo crates and stuff like that, and stuff like tarpaulin covered loads. I'll put some stuff in there. But yeah, I think once that's done, should look all right. I think I'm going to do it in the colours of this helmet. All the vehicles and all the artillery. I mean, that's what Warlord suggests. This is Vallejo Green Ochre, so I'm going to try that out, see how it looks. Not massive on painting vehicles, I've got to say. That'll be a test for me. I've also got a vehicle to paint for a mate. He's I'll just go and grab them quickly, just like see this thing, that the stuff that my mate has asked me to paint for him. I'll just go and grab them. Look back. He's got a board. He's into board games that have miniatures with him. He's got one called Last Night on Earth. I think it's Last Night on Earth. Yeah, it is. It's like a zombie survival thing, I imagine. So there's one of the trucks. These are just like, I think that's plastic. Yeah, like bendy plastic. He wants me to paint that. And then the figures you get for the survivors or whatever they are. They're basic board game figures. And they're that sort of, a bit bendy plastic sort of thing. But they'll probably look alright once they're washed and undercoated. So yeah, I've got 12 of those and that pickup. So that's another project for me. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'll hopefully get another video out sometime soonish. Yeah, take care everybody. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and see you all later.